Oh, where do I even begin with the Call of Duty series, the shining beacon of innovation, if by innovation we mean doing the same thing for almost 2 decades? Let's start with the fact that every Call of Duty game basically feels like the gaming equivalent of reheating yesterday's pizza and pretending it's gourmet. Ah yes, the first ones. World War II, again and again, and then again. It was a simpler time when all you had to do was take out Nazi soldiers with the tactical depth of a paint-by-numbers coloring book. Revolutionary stuff if you consider the invention of the wheel revolutionary in 2023. Here comes the fanboy classic that everyone treats like it's the gaming messiah. Sure, it was a great change from World War II, but let's not act like it didn't create an entire generation of quick-scoping 12-year-olds with mics louder than your gunshots. Oh, you liked Modern Warfare? Too bad. Back to World War II because variety is for the weak. Also here, have some zombies because nothing says historical accuracy like Nazi zombies, right? You like sequels? Cool, let's just make the same game but add no Russian so edgy teens can pretend they're part of a thought-provoking narrative. But really it was just there so people could Google how to skip no Russian. Let's add a plot so convoluted even conspiracy theorists are taking notes. But no one cared because zombies. The multiplayer, more broken than your friend's promises to revive you. Was this a sequel or just a $60 map pack? No one really knows. Infinity Ward clearly didn't because it feels like they pressed copy-paste and then went out for a long launch. Futuristic now, huh? Oh, you got branching storylines and drone strikes? Cool, now I cannot care about multiple endings instead of just one. The future's really bleak. And I'm not just talking about the storyline. This is when the series started showing its true colors, those colors being blunt beige. We'll remember this one for the dog, because let's be honest, it was the only interesting part of the game. Kevin Spacey was the best part of this game, and we all know how that turned out. Exosuits sounded cool, until everyone realized we just wanted boots on the ground, not Titanfall Light. Remember that cool campaign? No? That's probably because no one ever played it. People came for the zombies mode and left after realizing how utterly soul-draining the multiplayer grind was. Really, the only positive this one produced is the background for my videos. Space. Because nothing says out of ideas quite like launching your series into space. This was the one time people actually missed World War II. How do you mess up so badly that people are nostalgic for war? Here we are again, back where it all started, because if you just wait long enough, recycling looks like a creative decision. But hey, at least the loot boxes came down in parachutes. So authentic. No campaign. Just admit you got lazy and didn't feel like writing a story. But that's okay, you gave us Blackout. A battle royale mode that nobody asked for and that everyone immediately forgot about. Ah, the reboot. Because reboots always go so well, right? Sure, this game actually had some decent graphics, but it's basically the gaming equivalent of adding glitter to the same old garbage. It's still trash. It just looks shinier. The free-to-play battle royale mode. A shameless attempt to cash in on the BR craze, but without any real innovations other than more places for players to camp and ruin your day. Nothing like blending spy thrillers with broken multiplayer balancing. Also, the name Cold War just perfectly describes the amount of fun you'll have. World War II again. Let's keep digging that hole deeper. The narrative was as exciting as watching paint dry, but don't worry, they'll cover it up with a million pointless skins to keep you engaged. It's 2022 and we're still milking Modern Warfare. You'd think after this long they'd run out of names, but no, they just started adding Roman numerals like we won't notice. Ah, the Modern Warfare 3 remake, because who doesn't love paying full price for a glorified DLC? It's like they took nostalgia, microwaved it, and slapped a $70 sticker on it. Groundbreaking innovation? More like copy and paste. If you missed the first version, don't worry, you're basically still playing the same game from 2011. And that brings us to the present, where we eagerly await the next Call of Duty release, which will probably involve, I don't know, time travel or something equally desperate to keep your attention. Apparently, Treyarch didn't get the memo that originality left the building a decade ago. The game's biggest innovation, Omni movement, meaning you can sprint and dive in every direction. Because that's exactly what we needed, more chaotic movement to make every match feel like an uncoordinated virtual parkour marathon. Oh, and the intelligent movement feature. It's basically their way of saying, let's see how much we can automate before players just stop thinking altogether. As for the campaign, we're back to the Cold War era. Because apparently the 90s haven't been milked enough. Expect a dynamic and intense spy thriller, which is just fancy marketing speak for we slapped together some explosions and called it a story. The zombies mode is touted as the best in years, which, let's be real, is code for we didn't change much, but we'll pretend we did. And who could forget the 300 gigabytes install size? As if your console wasn't already groaning under the weight of mediocre content. But hey, at least it'll be on Game Pass, so you can regret downloading it without feeling like you wasted too much money. Congrats, Black Ops 6. You've managed to break records for beta participation. But here's hoping you can also break the record for the quickest descent into obscurity. Oh, you're actually still here. I mean, wow, congrats on surviving this roast marathon. You must either have the patience of a saint or nothing better to do. Either way, I appreciate you sticking around. Someone's gotta fuel my passive-aggressive energy, right? So before you click away and pretend like you're never coming back, but we both know you will, hit the like button on your way out. Or don't. I'm not your mom. Now go on, get out of here. Your watch history is probably judging you at this point.